Hi, welcome to English 200 collaborative presentation. This is presented by Kylin McCain, Taelor Johnson, Andrew Johnson, and Whitney Van Binsbergen. Have you ever been to a play with cross-dressing? Do you wonder why they do it? Our topic: what is the function of cross-dressing in the Merchant of Venice? The function of cross-dressing in the Merchant of Venice is where an individual wears clothes that are thought to traditionally be worn by the person of the opposite sex. The three people who cross-dress in the Merchant of Venice are Jessica, Nerissa, and Portia. Introduction and Thesis. Shakespeare uses cross-dressing in the Merchant of Venice to further the plot, to speak on the inequality of the present-day theater rules, and for comedic effect during the performance.
So who do we have cross-dressing in the Merchant of Venice? First, we have Jessica, who cross-dresses in order to escape her home unseen. Her father, Shylock, a Jewish moneylender, forbids her from marrying Lorenzo. By cross-dressing, she is able to leave home and elope. We also have Portia and Nerissa, who cross-dress to be taken seriously. They dress as members of the court to assist Antonio in the deal that he makes with Shylock. It also gives Portia a sense of power, because she was essentially robbed of her right to choose her own husband. But after cross-dressing, she had the power to save Antonio.
So why are they cross-dressing? Women weren't able to act during this time because they were banned from the stage. As with themes seen throughout this play, women are denied the rights to do what men can do. Whether they are seen as uneducated or too weak, women weren't allowed to act. Instead, prepubescent boys were used since they looked and sounded more feminine than men. A quote we liked from this was said by Portia, and it says, "1,000 raw tricks of these bragging jacks which I will practice."
What is the significance? Shakespeare used his plays to bring light to controversial topics that otherwise would not be spoken about. In this play, he uses cross-dressing to highlight the inequality found in theater in his time. As spoken about earlier in our presentation, females were not allowed to perform on stage with men. The cross-dressing highlighted the ridiculous inequality on the stage. Cross-dressing was also used to bring comedic presence to the performance. Imagine seeing a man acting as a woman who is dressing as a man. It is simply funny. Shakespeare is known for comedy riddled across all different types of shows, and The Merchant of Venice is no exception. In modern society, we see cross-dressing normalized in multiple different ways, from modeling being more acceptable for both women and men, to drag shows being a common occurrence in social outings, to male stars portraying a feminine image. A great example of this role being reversed would be a modern woman playing the well-known fictional character Peter Pan, because a role with so much responsibility would be impossible for a young boy to play. In conclusion, cross-dressing was used in Elizabethan times as a way to further the plot, for comedic effect, and to speak on inequality between genders within theater. Imagine if every modern movie had males playing females. We have Shakespeare to thank for opening our eyes to the power that women bring to theater and entertainment. Thank you guys for tuning in to this collaborative presentation. We are looking forward to your guys' responses, and we're looking forward to seeing your guys' presentations as well. And here are our works cited.